Hey guys, I'm just going to make a quick video to help out. I have a 2015 Ford Focus. This is the 1 liter EcoBoost with the stick. Wanted to install the stereo and there was nothing on it. I did find a couple little documents that show the removal of this trim piece. You just take your stuff, you can see it flexes up, it'll pop out of place, kind of pull straight back. You get underneath here, you can pop this entire piece off, but it doesn't include this little piece with the airbag sensor, or just the display that is pretty much affixed to this piece. I actually broke the piece on this side trying to get it off like the previous model year. So this whole piece comes off together and exposes the screws. This thing pops out to get to the back of it. What I did is installed a 4-channel amplifier, and this is the one I chose. It's a Clarion. It's the marine system. The reason why I picked it is because it's really small. Get it sideways in here. And you can see it has a high pass filter that goes from 15 to 250 hertz for each channel and the gain. And it's also 2 amps or 2 ohm stable. I ran infinity reference speakers in the doors. There's already videos on how to do that. I got a line out converter. This one had a trigger. The problem is that this one likes to turn on even with the car not in or turned on. And so I had to find a remote turn on, and I found it with an ignition hot, which is that orange wire right back there. I just pulled everything from back behind the stereo. Pretty simple install when it comes to what to do. You have the input side to the amp. It goes high ends, and then it goes high out on the back side. It's all part of this one plug. It does require remote input for it to turn on. Again, I'm changing this to the Kiss lock from Kicker that does not have a remote. If I just open the door, it'll automatically turn my amp on. And I'm running a second amp for a 10, and I don't want both amps turning on all the time. And the way I busted through the firewall is, if you look way back in here, there is a grommet that you can kind of see where I pulled. This is the main 2 wires. I reached back in there with a knife and I was able to cut the grommet. And the only way you can do that is to get out of the glove box. Let me show you. I also ran a little base knob. Hold on, Ed. And so, just did a pretty simple install. Ran off of the battery here and just pulled it right across the back. Ran it inside this. And then you can kind of see going straight back through there, all the way back, and you'll end up seeing the black grommet. It's really hard to get your hands in there with this motor just because it blocks your access with your hands. So I had to pull the cover off from below it to kind of reach back up in there a little bit also. A lot more challenging of an install than I thought it would be, but I hope this helps. In the next video I'll post the colors for the door wires and the wires for the door speaker wires, and then the wires behind the stereo, because they are different, to make things really a lot less fun to figure out. And one more thing, just ran the power wires and the remote wire inside here, just straight underneath. It's real easy to pull those panels and tuck them in. And I'm going to be cleaning this up when I put my different sub in, but this is just the fosgate amp that I put in behind the speaker. I pulled the RCAs and the remote wire from the other side. Sounds amazing. It's well worth it if you want to upgrade your stock, but very, very much a headache because of this position that you got to put everything in. But it does fit in, and it's a perfect install inside your glove compartment and out of the way. Hope this helps. It took me a while to figure some of this stuff out because there isn't a lot of information on it. All right.